All right, welcome back, everybody. Oh, is this working? Sure, it is now. Welcome back, everybody. It is Friday, the 17th of Feb, 2023, episode 48. Practicing a new thing today where I don't drink coffee for the first sort of hour and a half of after waking up. I heard somewhere that it curbs the late afternoon or like the early afternoon crash that you can get from drinking too much caffeine too early. But yeah, I think also I'm gonna be changing the rules of these podcasts. It's weird how I started this thing for my mental health, and that's fine. It's working for my mental health for sure. I think remembering that I've had a lot more good days this year than off days. And I think sort of yesterday and today, no, today's only just started, so I'm hoping today can be better, but yesterday was a bit of an off day for me. I think just running and like getting out and being active and trying to do things, I haven't let myself recover. And then I think a huge part of this podcast that's taking a strain on if I was to say it was taking a strain on my mental health at all, is the fact that I am posting it daily as well. So sitting and doing it daily is one thing, but then also uploading it daily sort of does the opposite effect. And I'm sitting here thinking, and I was talking with Mads last night, like, how can I market this better? How can I do this better? What can I do? And I don't think that's what this is about. This is this podcast is not really for anyone else, right? It's like for me, but with an audience, if that makes sense. And so I was sitting here thinking like, oh, maybe I should make it between 10 and 15 minutes instead of having that 20-minute rule. Maybe I should start having some stuff to script and do, but then that's just going to add more stress. Mad said, like, she said, isn't it meant to be easy though? Like, isn't the whole point of it to be like just getting up and talking to a microphone? And I was like, you know what, you're right. So all these like I think doing it every day, I feel like it's becoming monotonous, and then therefore it's like not marketable, and I can't, like, it's harder to put into, like, to advertise or to like put out for self-promotion, sorry. And I have this weird thing where there's like, already in 48 episodes, I feel like I've said a lot that people can take away from. But also, there's a real commentary there on no one gives a fuck. Nobody cares, right? Everyone's got their own shit going on, and no one cares about what other people are doing. And so it really is just it's all just a circle jerk of self-promotion in a weird way. Like, if I don't promote it, no one else will, unless I ask them to, and not even then, the people that would promote it, have they even listened to it? And so I started this journey. This journey was to actively show up for myself every day and to be here for myself every day. And I started to lose focus of that because it was like, well, I don't know, it cost me money. Like, it cost me to put this up on and have this on Spotify. It does not free, right? And so if this isn't returning any money, then I'm sort of wasting money. But then the other argument is that the more I do this, the better I'll get at talking, which I'd like to think I'm already pretty good at. But the better I get at talking, and then the better I get at talking, the more comfortable I feel, and I'm already starting to think about different things that I could do. And different places I could go with this or from this even. So it all just plays into itself. I think maybe I'm not even 50 days in. I'm not even 100 days in, and I'm already trying to think about how I can change this to make it better. But what it is doing and what it has done for me so far, it needs to be celebrated as well. If I didn't start this daily audio journal, I probably wouldn't have signed up for a gym. Because it's like I'm holding myself accountable, right? I'm showing up every day. I'm talking to myself on this microphone. There's no one else in this room with me. There's no one else prompting me with any questions or anything. And so if I talk to myself and I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh yeah, I feel really good. I know I'm lying if I'm not feeling good, right? And so the whole point is to be vulnerable. The whole point is to be honest. And that sucks sometimes. And today, like a day like today, it's been hot. I'm still recovering from exercising and running and stuff. It's just been a slog this week. This later part of the week anyway. Yesterday was a bit of a slog. And it's hard to stay positive too. I think that needs to be mentioned. It's hard to have a positive outlook and to stay positive when you are just like run down and you're not feeling at 100%. Like I need to just get a fucking good night's sleep. I'm eating right and I'm exercising and all that other stuff. But like, yeah, the sleep is the part that sucks. I'm so sorry. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's like I sit here and I think, oh, okay, well, do I make this between 5 and 10 minutes instead of between 10 and 20 minutes? Would that make it more digestible? But then there's, I don't know if there's anyone else out there doing something like this. And so maybe there's a disservice there. Maybe if I did it shorter, I'm not saying enough. And I'm not able to be as real. If I did it any longer, there's people out there doing 30, 40, 50 an hour podcasts, you know? So I don't think the length is an issue. I think that I'm just overthinking it. I think that this podcast will find the right people as they need it. And obviously I'm doing it for as cheap as humanly possible. I already had all the equipment. I tried to start a podcast with Mads a couple of years ago and it just sort of fell through because the commitment to time was so hard. Especially at the time because we both worked full time. So it was like, we'd spend a Sunday. It was good because we'd be able to spend some quality time together just talking to each other with headphones on. But there was also that like that element where it was going to be posted somewhere. And so I don't know. You just get nervous when it just goes out in the world. These are all online. Someone could just download these and have my voice, and that's a weird thought to have. It's a strange. It's a strange idea that like random people in the world could listen to my voice at any given time, and. Yeah. And I don't know what I've said in these either. I don't remember what I've said on episode 2, 3, 4, or even episode 20. By the time I get to episode 365, I'll probably have repeated myself many times. Maybe there's the commonality too. You start to see more and understand more of who I am. Sorry, I'm just like yawning. It's 7:00 here, but I've been up since like 6:30 maybe. But I broke the cardinal rule. I buddy sat in bed and I used my phone. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just got out of bed and got up and just started drinking water and gone outside and looked at the sun or something. Who knows? I don't bloody know. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like right as I start to get the answers and I start to do things, I feel like this is like my old life wanting to come back, I'm at a point now where I just feel like it'd be so much better if I didn't do this every day. I'm starting to obsess over the numbers, but I don't give a fuck about the numbers. I really don't. Like, I don't care about any of it. I think the issue is I started to compare. Yesterday I started comparing myself to other people my age. And like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm just starting out, you know, in a weird way. But that's because I just spent the last couple of years developing myself as a manager, and I'm not a manager anymore. And that's by choice too. I left. So now I've got to try and discover who I am and figure out who I am and what I'm doing. And so, like, running is my hobby now. You know what I mean? I was a manager and I was a stoner, and now I'm neither of those things. So if I'm not those two things, who am I? And the answer's the answer's Mincho, obviously, but who is that? What does that look like in a day-to-day aspect? Who will I be tomorrow morning? That's the question. What will transpire today? How am I going to feel? Can I come back and report on any of this tomorrow? I don't know. But if you stick around, you'll find out.